Well, we finally made it to our starting chunk. Let's go over the things that we need in order to complete this chunk. Now I'll be using Limpwort's Xtreme OneChunk rules, shout out to the man himself. Now on screen is a list of the basic rule set, but the gist of it is obtain everything possible within the chunk. Now you've all probably guessed correctly by now, but yes, this does include the Chambers of Xeric collection log, which contains 23 unique items, and will by far be the longest grind throughout this chunk. Smarter people than I in the collection log Discord have estimated about 1300 plus hours just to get the challenge mode capes. Now continuing on the subject of collection log slots, there are a few non-chunk specific collection log slots that I can plan on going for in this chunk. From the miscellaneous section, we have the shield left half and the dragon spear, which are on the rare drop table, dropped from trolls. We have the curved bone and long bone, which are also dropped at trolls at a much lower drop rate, and have a chance to get from the skeletal mystics inside the raid. There is also the random event section of the collection log, which I will try to get every item except for the stale baguette. And then, if we do get super lucky, we can also get a nice beaver pet. Next we have the skill challenges. Since the bats within the Chambers of Xeric are a viable hunter method, we need to get 99 hunter in order to bare hand catch a lucky impling. Level 90 cooking is required to cook the highest level bats and fish within the Chambers of Xeric. Level 90 fishing is required to catch the highest level fish within the raid. From ninja implings we get onyx bolts, which we need to process with 87 magic to make enchanted onyx bolts. Level 75 attack and level 75 strength are required to wield an elder maul, which I will get in this chunk. We need 75 defense to wield a Din's Bulwark. We need level 85 range in order to equip the infamous Twisted Bow. We need level 77 prayer in order to use the prayer augury. From nature implings, we will get magic logs, which we will need to burn at level 75 fire making. I will get my best woodcutting axe from young implings, which will require a massive 5 woodcutting to use. And the last skilling requirement, definitely the hardest skilling requirement, we need 95 fletching in order to fletch a dragon dart that we get from dragon implings. Now that concludes all of the required skills for the chunk. And next off, I want to talk about best in slot items that we will get in this chunk. Apart from all the obvious best in slot items, we need to get a battle staff from an eclectic impling for the best in slot magic weapon. We need to get an amulet of glory from a dragon imp for the best in slot amulet. We need to get red spiky band braces and mystic gloves from implings for the best in slot gloves. Best in slot boots are mystic boots, snakeskin boots, also obtained via implings. Best in slot helm is the adamant med helm that is from the trolls. And body is rune chain from implings. Legs we have blue d'hide chaps from implings. And ring of recoil was added after I created this account. I did not vote for it. I do not need it, but it is best in slot and we will probably make some use out of it. And for spec weapon, we will make a magic longbow for ranged. That'll be a pretty exciting spec weapon to use. I'll have some big plans for that. Now we have the achievement diary task in this chunk. Complete a raid in the Chambers of Xeric. I think we can manage that. And now, lastly, we have the combat achievement tasks, which consists of Chambers of Xeric and Chambers of Xeric challenge mode. After looking at them, it seems like we can do all tasks besides the speed tasks, but we'll see when we get there. Finally, it's time. Let's explore the chunk. So we do not have that barrel of water, unfortunately. For some reason we can walk down here. There's nothing here, by the way. Technically I can unlock this chunk next because I can go over there. But that'll be pretty much a dead roll. Barbarian fishing spots that I cannot use ever in this trunk. That's the entrance of the Shazian quest, but I can't get there. Rock crabs, and I can't get there. These trolls, though, I can get to. Just a couple of them. Unfortunately, not many of them. But that allows me to grind those. That's basically what we got in this chunk besides chambers. And now we enter the chambers for the first time to get one of our first pinnacle items on the account, the butterfly net. Now, as you can see, trying to flinch these to kill them on my own was not working out too well. This is where the first recurring character of the series comes in, my nearly maxed Ironman. And if you guys aren't aware how scavengers work in the chambers, as long as 2 Ironmen deal at least 1 damage to the scavenger, then the drop shows up for both of them. And there it is, the first butterfly net on the account. Something nice about this method as well is that it's a method for me to get bones. And after scouting the perfect raid with bats first, we go ahead and we catch our first bats on the account. I'm telling you, we're gonna need a lot more of these. On screen now is the bat tier list. Basically, whenever you scout a raid, it checks for the best bat that you can catch, and then also has the second best bat that you can catch. What I didn't know at this time, though, is that you need the equivalent cooking level in order to spawn the bat. So for instance, once I get 15 hunter, the next tier bat will not appear until I get 15 cooking, and so on. Once I figured out that I need to train cooking at the same time, we scout a raid with Ice Demon first, so I can get an axe and a tinderbox. We also learned that you can't get XP from a shortcut at level 1. And now, let the leveling begin. It's actually kind of crazy how fast these levels go. To be honest, this would be a pretty good early level training method for anybody, really. A big level coming in here. That's 15 hunter, and that is a new kind of bat that we can catch. That is Braille bat, however you say that. First ever Chambers of Xeric on this account. Let's see what we get. Other than thyroid task completed. We got the tablet first. That's a collection log slot too. And one rune ore. That's funny. Isn't that a collection log? It might not be a collection log. It's not a collection log. Oh well. Still cool though. Well, a little bit of jump in levels, as you can see. But I actually have a lot of free time where I can play mobile. And when I play mobile, I usually choose to play this account. So you'll see I did forget to get those earlier levels, but I will try to get better at that, as you'll see in the rest of the video. Some screenshots from mobile. 27 hunter, that is what I need to barehand baby implings. Because unfortunately I can't catch them with a net. But that's one impling that we can get. Now that we've got a knife on the account, we can get started on the fletching grind. Just got a bowstring now, and that will be useful to make a short bow so I can train range once I get some arrows from the maze event or something like that. Just got a steel axe from the young impling. That's new best axe. Actually I think that's the best axe in the chunk, so very pog, best in slot. Let's fletch this, and we're gonna attach the bowstring I just got. There's a bow. Now I just need arrows for it. That's a start. Just got a beginner clue and chisel from a baby impling. Obviously I can't do it, but I'll just keep it in the bank. For whenever, maybe, possibly, probably not, but maybe one day I'll be able to. And chisel's pretty good too, for cutting the gems that I'll inevitably get from raids, so happy to get it. First gourmet impling, got a meat pie. And got 3 sharks, that's big food. Very happy. Where is it? Random events. We got a later hose and top. There's one collection log slot out of 1430. Only 1429 to go. And in the meantime, I'm just doing hunter. And got to 45. That's a new bat unlocked that we can catch. Well, I did some more AFKing while I was on mobile, and we actually got more collection log slots. Random events. We got trousers, gloves, lederhosen top, lederhosen hat. It just so happens that we have a full outfit right now. So that's pretty cool. Let's talk about random events and how crucial they are for this account. Now, of course we know that some random events give stylish clothing or fancy emotes. We're going to focus on the random events that give us certain items. Let's start off with the Quizmaster. You answer a few of his questions, then he gives you a mysterious box. From the mystery box, we have a 1 in 15 chance to get either a mithril scimitar or a steel plate body. Both of these will be very helpful with low level training. And if we get stupid lucky, we can get the almost 1 in 2,000 chance of a Dragon Med Helm, which would be a best in slot for this chunk. But let's not waste our RNG on that. The next useful random event is Dr. Jekyll, and he's more than just a free 2-dose strength potion. From nature implings, I get 3 different types of clean herbs that I can trade with Dr. Jekyll to get 4-dose potions. Without access to herb lore, these potions are critical for the combat achievements. Next up are the XP randoms. The Evil Bob random will help me get a jumpstart on my fishing level. And then the second 2 give XP tomes that you can use in any skill of your choosing. We will go more in depth on which skills we're going to lamp in the next episode. And last but not least is the Maze random, which is crucial for our range training in this chunk. The loot from doing a maze normally is pretty good. However, we need arrows more than anything. In fact, looting the chests on the outskirts of the maze is the best way for me to get arrows that I can use with the regular short bow. Well, it takes about 2 hours, but we just loot this chest until the percentage is up. Alright, we just finished the maze, should teleport me back. Should we get, okay. That's a pretty good amount of arrows there. Some good runes there. Not bad, we'll take it. E2 Hunter. That's barehanding Eclectic Implings, and that is one of the biggest milestones that I have at the moment. And we're gonna go stock up on some runes. Which essence of playing? 30 water runes. Okay. Obviously the biggest things I want are air and mind runes right now, so I can start training magic. Okay, I don't want to get that close. It hits sometimes, which is enough. basically every rune I had got me up to 7 magic, so go collect some more. Obviously I just wanted to get some base levels in, just for fun. 6 combat, and I can do the enchant level 1 jewelry, which I don't think I'll be able to do. We'll see. Ooh, Form Prayer Scroll. That is first collection log from Chambers. There we go. 1 out of 23. Got a dark relic. Finally. Oh yeah. I mean, finally. It's kinda on rate, but this is huge for the account, honestly. This is big. And that's where we'll finish off this episode. We've already achieved so much. We got our 5 woodcutting requirement. We got a really big head start on our hunter and our fletching grinds. In the next episode, we'll be going for 75 hunter and the ability to catch magpie implings. We already have 2 collection log slots from the Chambers log, the Torn Prayer Scroll and the Dark Relic, and we completed the only achievement diary in the area. I know that this chunk can look daunting, maybe even impossible for some of you, but in the next episode we're going to go over our game plan for completing this chunk, and probably quicker than you'd expect. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.